Nature of the products depends upon nature of the reactants and their configurations. Here, configurations means structures. Structures means what? Arrangement of groups around a particular atom. Again, it depends upon the geometry they take. That means, what is the arrangement of groups around a particular atom? What type of chemical atmosphere is there? And what type of chemical atmosphere you are going to create? So from the making to the breaking, from breaking to the making, so all these will happen whenever reactants converts into products. So whenever reactants converts into products, they convert via some intermediates. Intermediates means what? They are unstable species which are formed during chemical reactions. Their lifespan is very short. So that means either via free radicals or via carbocation or via carboanion or by the nucleophile or by the, that means some reaction intermediates are formed, okay, with some arrangement they disappear. So fresh structure, first molecule is formed, it is called as what? Product. Okay, so product formation depends upon what type of route it has taken from the reactants or from the substrate. So this all comes under what? This all comes under the mechanism. So mechanism of a chemical reaction means it is a path, it is a route, okay, it is a way of a chemical reaction, which route it has taken, that is important. After forming, we will find out possible routes. Among the possible routes, this is the best and the correct route it has taken, so that this type of products are formed. So in this way, we learn mechanism. So accordingly, today we are going to discuss a mechanism part of SN2 as well as SN1. First of all, why they are called as SN? S stands for substitution. N stands for nucleophile. So SN means what? SN means substitution by a nucleophile. That is called as what? SN reactions. Then why it is called SN2, SN1? So in short, let us understand SN2 means what? For this we require the knowledge of chemical kinetics. Rate of SN2 reaction depends upon concentration of both reactants. Okay, whether both means what? Both means nucleophile and a haloalkane. So concentration of both are important, and here there are two steps. First is leaving group will start breaking, then attacking group starts making the bond. So both are formed here, so both steps are important. So for both steps almost equal speed is there, so that's why both steps are taken care. That's why for both we use the word to. Timing, now timing, okay, when the chemical kinetics starts, we will discuss in detail about the first order, second order molecular rate of a reaction. Okay, right. Now SN1 is what? SN1 means in those reactions, in those substitution reactions, concentration depends upon one of the products, sorry, one of the reactants. Okay, and out of the possible steps it has taken, so the step, that is what? Formation of a carbocation is very slow, and we are going to learn in the chemical kinetics that it is a slow step, is called as rate determining step. So because that is the only one step which is very slow, others are very fast, so we don't take other steps, only reaction rate depends upon the slowest step. That's why it is called as only one step is important. So substitution by a nucleophile depends upon only one step, one SN1. Okay, so in this way timing will clarify what is SN2 and what is SN1. Okay, now we'll go to the SN2 now. Yeah, this is called bromooctane. Bromooctane. This is the transition state where leaving group as well as attacking group both are there with the pentavalency, highly unstable, but this will disappear and forms the product octanol. Okay, bromooctane to octanol. Timing, don't worry about the S plus, okay, and here also R and minus. So you 2 bromooctane as per the IUPAC nomenclature, that you understand. But S part, R part, plus part, minus part, time being, let us not go into detail, because when we start optical isomerism in the same chapter, then we will understand timing. Please hold. So bromo 2-bromo octane to 2-octanol is the product. But here important point is what? Please see the structure. Here bromine is on the right side. So all these three are on the left side. When OH attacks from the back side, okay, you see the product. So that means these three will come this side, okay, and bromine will go this side. In place of bromine, OH is substituted. That means it will open up. So this side, for understanding, I have taken the example of umbrella. Okay, so this is a long stick umbrella. No, this is like this. This is okay. Now this umbrella if opens up, so see outside structure is different. In the same way it is opens up now this side. So this is called what? If the product formed by this root, okay, and if the change is there in the structure direction, that is called what? Inversion of configuration. That means configuration or the structure is inversed. It was left, now it is right. It was right, now it is left. So change in the configuration, total inverse, ulta. So inversion of configuration. This happens in SN2. So 99% SN2 will proceed through what? Inversion of configuration. But in rare cases, structure maintains. When it happens? When a nucleophile attacks from the same side where bromine is there. So bromine is there on the right side. If nucleophile attacks on the side where bromine is there, that time structure is maintained. The type of reaction is called what? Retention of configuration. Configuration or the structure is retained, maintained, no change in the structure. That's why it is called what? Retention of configuration. Whereas if the structure change is there, then it is called what? Inversion of configuration. So this is example for inversion of configuration. Now let us see one more. Please see this one. Left, now here totally change. This is called inversion of configuration. Okay, using the ball and stick model he has explained here. Okay, right. Now please see this one, this example. Okay, so Cl is the nucleophile, right? Now you see where is the position of Cl? Same NH2 this side, left, left, left. So where OH was there, same Cl. So this is called structure is made ulta or maintained same, maintained. You see NH2, NH2, CO2H, CO2H, H, H, CH2, CH2. In place of OH, one more nucleophile, Cl comes. Structure is maintained. You see the configuration, same type of structure. It does not become ulta. For example, Cl coming this side, these three are coming this side. Not happened here. Okay. So if the product formed in this way, it is called what? Retention of configuration. So this is the example for retention and the previous example for inversion. But in most of the cases, SN2 reaction happens. What? This is called by which route? Inversion of configuration. Because from which side OH is there, alkyl what? Halide is there. From same side, normally nucleophile will not attack. Okay, so from the opposite side it will attack. That's why we have the inversion of configuration. Okay. Now after understanding SN2 reaction, now we will go to the SN1 reaction. Substitution by a nucleophile which depends upon the slowest only one step, that is called SN1 reaction. Okay, right. Example, chlorine takes the Cl, okay, and becomes a water. It has taken a complete electrons. Two electrons are there, no? Here between the carbon and the chlorine. Both electrons are taken by the chlorine, thereby becoming the permanent Cl minus, and this carbon becomes the permanent C plus. Okay. So when the plus charge is created on a carbon with some other attachment, they are called what? Carbocation. Please recall 11th class knowledge. Okay. So there are two types of ions. When the carbon gets the negative charge, it is carboanion. If the carbon gets the positive charge, it is called carbocation. Here, carbon is getting plus charge, positive charge. Therefore, carbocation is formed. Which carbocation is formed? Please hear. The positive charge which is created on the carbon, if that carbon is surrounded by three other carbons, that is called what? Tertiary carbocation. If the charge created on the carbon, if that is surrounded by two more carbon, that is called secondary, accordingly primary, accordingly normal. So methyl carbocation is normal, normal carbocation. Okay, ethyl carbocation is primary carbocation, and so on. Okay, here it is what? Tertiary carbocation, right? Okay. Now this carbocation once forms here. Now what is the role? Role is what? H2O. H2O breaks into what? H plus and the OH minus. That OH minus will attack here because OH minus is the nucleophile where it is plus is there. So attack and OH forms. So in this way, alkyl halide becomes the alcohol. Okay, right. Then why it is called SN1? Because the conversion of the alkyl halide into carbocation is a very slow reaction, and reaction rate depends upon slowest water reaction, which is this only. That's why it is called SN1 reaction. Formation of carbocation is very important. Once the carbocation forms, then reaction proceeds very fast. Now, among the carbocation which is formed, whether it is a normal carbocation or the primary carbocation, secondary carbocation, tertiary carbocation, which carbocation is more stable? See, what is carbocation? Carbocation means what? Plus charge is created on the carbon here. Okay, that is called C plus. Now, when C plus is there, okay, now this is highly unstable because it is a C plus, so it want minus 1. So till it gets the other minus 1. Now time being, this plus charge is nullified by these groups, because these groups are called as what? Electron donating groups. Okay, alkyl groups. So electron donation is from all the three sides. This will give electron, this will give electron, this will give electron. So time being, this plus charge is nullified, satisfied. So it is stable. Whereas in this case, what happens? Only two are there, electron donating groups. So only two side help is there for this positive charge. This one, only one side, only one alkyl group is there. So only one help, here two help, here three help. And in the case of methyl carbocation, no help at all. What is methyl carbocation? It is CH3 plus. Around C, all three are H only. There is no electron donating group like methyl ethyl. So there is no help at all. That means what? Methyl carbocation is highly unstable, whereas tertiary carbocation is highly stable. And remember, nucleophile will see the stable carbocation. That means nucleophile will go to the tertiary carbocation and makes the bond, so that we have a product. Nucleophilic substituted product is formed. So please recall, in the case of SN2, which alkyl halide was reactive? It was normal. Why normal alkyl was more reactive? Because around the normal alkyl halide, all three are hydrogen atoms, so small, their size is small, that is a lot of space available, lot of reason is available for the nucleophile to enter and attack on the plus carbocation. Whereas in the case of tertiary, around the carbon atom, all three are bulkier groups. So methyl, ethyl, propyl, if you go in the alkyl group, what homologous series, they are becoming more and more bulkier. When more and more bulky groups are there on the carbon, then it is called a congestion, like a traffic jam. So for the nucleophile, it is very difficult to enter and attack. Therefore, in the case of tertiary carbocation, because of steric hindrance, nucleophile will not attack. So it is very, very dead slow reaction. Otherwise, we take it as what? No reaction in the case of tertiary alkyl halide due to the steric hindrance. That is where in the case of SN2. But in the case of SN1, it is tertiary is more reactive. It is ulta. Why ulta? Because this is going via carbocation route. And among the carbocations, it is the tertiary carbocation is more stable, and more stable carbocation is seeked by the nucleophile. Therefore, nucleophile will seek the stable carbocation, nothing but tertiary. So the reactivity in the case of SN2 is what? Tertiary is more reactive than the secondary, than the primary, than the normal. But in the case of SN2, it is primary or normal is more reactive than the primary, than the secondary, than the tertiary. So SN1, SN2, ulta reactivity is there. But in the when you take the halides, so whether it is iodide or bromide or chloride or the fluoride, it is the iodide is always reactive because of the bigger size. So when the bigger size is there, more bond length, and more bond length is less bond enthalpy. Easily you can break the bond. That's why. So whether it is SN1 reaction or SN2 reaction, in the case of halide, it is iodide is more reactive than the bromide, than the chloride, than the fluoride. But with respect to reactivity of alkyl halides is concerned, in case of SN2, it is normal, primary, secondary, tertiary. SN1, tertiary, secondary, primary, and normal. Okay. See here, this is for both, whether SN2 or SN1. But for SN2, this is the water. This is the which one more reactive? For SN2, this is more reactive. Reactivity decreases. Now, for the SN1, reactivity increases. Okay, so more reactive tertiary for SN1, more reactive for the SN2. So this indicates what? Tertiary to this one arrow mark. So reactivity is decreasing. Okay, reactivity is increasing. Here reactivity is increasing. Okay, for SN2 reactivity is increasing from tertiary to normal, whereas for the SN1 reactivity is increasing from normal to the tertiary. Already I explained the reason. Now, in the case of allylic and benzylic, whether allylic and benzylic will prefer SN2 or SN1 is the problem. First, to understand what is SN1 and SN2. So, in the case of SN1, it is a transition state. Sorry, SN2. In the case of SN1, it is carbocation, and that is stabilized by the electron donating groups. Now, in the case of allylic, because of the double bond, pi electrons, pi bond, okay. So, these are stabilized when the halide goes, plus charge is created, and the plus charge is what? Nullified by the resonance of the pi electrons. Therefore, stability is achieved in the case of allylic and benzylic because of what? Delocalization or moving of pi electrons. That means they attain stability due to the delocalization of electrons when the halide is lost to form the carbocation. That means when the carbocation is formed, the stability they attain the stability because of the pi electrons. That means these two types of categories, they prefer SN1 because SN1 will go via carbocation stability. So here carbocation stability is attained by the resonance. Therefore, allylic and the benzylic prefer SN1 reaction. See here, plus charge is stabilized by the resonance structure. Double, single, single, double. Okay. So X was there, minus X plus created. So this plus will move. So all these pi electrons are inside. Okay. See, this plus charge is taking the different position due to the delocalization of pi electrons. This is called stability due to the resonance, known as the resonance stabilization. That's why, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is allylic and the benzylic halides prefer SN1 reaction. Thank you, my dear boys, for being with me for the very important topic. So go through once again. Okay, if at all any doubts are there, we'll clarify when the time is available, free time is available. Till then, keep thinking and have a nice time.